Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I brought with me some things that I wanted to show you. Do you remember this? If you were in church last Sunday, you remember during kids' time that we talked about packing a bag for a trip. And the big question that I asked was, what am I supposed to put in my bag? And I suppose it kind of depended on the trip, right? If I was going camping or fishing or on a mission trip, I might put different kinds of things in my bag. It reminds me a little bit of a book that my children loved when they were little. The book is called The Bag I'm Taking to Grandma's. If you've never heard that book before, you could go on YouTube and find someone who will read it to you. It is a really wonderful story. The Bag I'm Taking to Grandma's. It's all about a boy who wanted certain things in his bag. Well, I talked to you about the fact that we're all on a trip. It's the trip of life, and we're all going through life. And it doesn't matter whether you go to college or go into the military or get a job somewhere or go to high school or go to your grandma's. Everywhere you go, that's life. And there are certain things that we should always take with us, no matter where we go. And God's word tells us exactly the kind of things that we need. And it also tells us that God has already given us what we need. This is in 2 Peter chapter 1. God's divine power has given us everything we need for life and godliness. And then as you go down in the text, we can see what some of these things are. So as we get ready for our trip or for our journey in life, we want to make sure that we take with us all the things that we need. Now, just for fun, I have here with me some of our activity bags. These hang on the wall outside of the doors into the sanctuary. And for example, let me just grab this orange bag. You can see the sorts of things that we might have in this bag. Some puzzles, some coloring books with Bible activities. There are certainly crayons at the bottom. And these are the kinds of things that you can use to help keep you quiet during church if it's hard to listen to the grown-up sermon. But I hope you do try to listen to the grown-up sermon because you learn some things in life. And we've been learning these last couple months about the subject of resilience. And so whatever journey that you go on, you're going to need to have resilience. And that's actually one of the things that we're supposed to put in our bag. So let's take a look at what 2 Peter says are the things that we should have with us on our journey. The first one is faith. And it all starts with having faith. Do you know what faith is? It means it's the basic stuff that you hope will happen. It's a confidence that it's going to happen even though you can't see it. No matter where you go on your journey, you have to take faith. And then Peter tells us we should add to our faith goodness. Right? It's the thing that we hear all the time. You should be a good person, and we should. We should try to be a good person. It's not always easy. We're not always perfect, but this is what we aim for. We certainly don't try to be a bad person. So we add to our faith goodness, and to our goodness we add knowledge, right? We don't want to be dummies about being Christians. We don't want to be uninformed about what it is to be a godly person. So we certainly need knowledge, and the very best place to get knowledge is the Bible. How about this? We need to add to our knowledge self-control. That is something that every single person has to learn how to do better. How to control yourself, how to control your attitude, how to control your feelings, how to control your crazy impulses, right? It's hard to do, especially if you're tired, if you're hungry, but we have to learn it. And no matter where we go, on whatever journey that God takes us, even if it's an overnight to grandma's, we better learn self-control. How about this? We add to our self-control perseverance. This is what we've been learning about for the last couple months. It's about being able to push through even though we're tired. It's about staying on track. Even if we get a little bit distracted, we keep ourselves focused. You have to add perseverance to your trip. And how about this one? Godliness. We want to be godly people. Godly people are those people who work hard at trying to think like God might think, to look at yourself the way God looks at you, to look at other people the way that God looks at other people, to make decisions the way that God would make decisions, and to care about the things that God cares about. That's what godliness is. And of course, we learn from that. We learn knowledge about that from the Bible. So we've already mentioned knowledge. There's godliness. How about this one? Concern for others. We want to make sure that we care about other people. You can't go on your journey of life and not care about people. That would be a horrible thing to not put in your bag for the journey. So we want to care about people. And this last one is love. Love is that one quality that kind of holds up everything else, right? If you love God, then you're going to care about being godly. You're going to care about being self-controlled. You're going to care about having knowledge. You're going to be full of faith because you love God who loves you back. There's also the idea of loving people, which we've already talked about. How are you going to care for people if you don't love them? So we definitely have to take love along with us in our bag. Well, listen, I hope that as you get ready for your day today, maybe I'll be able to see you in church on Sunday, and wherever you go next week or next month, to school, to daycare, or to grandma's house, or to church, I hope that you practice taking along all of the good things that God has promised that He will give us for the journey of our life. I hope you have a great rest of your day.